In late 2019, a brand new type of coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, emerged in Wuhan, China. The genetic sequence looked like this. After about 21 days, a person who traveled from Wuhan to Seattle tested positive for the virus. The genetic sequence changed and looked like this. But what does it mean? Is the novel coronavirus becoming more deadly? This is Life Scientific. Stay tuned. In December, several mysterious pneumonia cases started appearing in Wuhan, China. Later, upon investigation, scientists found a novel coronavirus was responsible for this. But what is a novel coronavirus? Coronaviruses were first discovered in the mid-1960s. Since then, only 6 types of coronaviruses infected human beings. But this SARS-CoV-2 is a new or novel coronavirus which causes COVID-19. The genetic material of the coronavirus is a single-stranded RNA, which is constituted by the 4 bases AUGC packed up into a protein shell with a crown-like structure outside it called the spike proteins. When the cell is infected by a coronavirus, it reproduces and releases millions of new viruses. The aim of the virus is to copy itself, but always exact copies of the genome are not produced. There can be mistakes. These are called mutations. So as of now, we know that mutations occur in the SARS-CoV-2, which is common for viruses. But interestingly, not every mutation is effective. Some may be silent mutations as well. It's confusing, right? RNA has 4 nucleotides A, U, C and G. Amino acids also have single letter codes. These 4 nucleotides, when arranged in group of 3, is referred to as triplet codons, which code for a single amino acid. Like here, AUG codes for methionine represented by M, and few more examples as provided. But there are 64 codons coding 20 amino acids. This means single amino acid can be coded by multiple codons. That is, a mutation in a single nucleotide base in RNA doesn't change the amino acid. This is a silent mutation, and this type of mutation occurs in coronaviruses more often. A group of researchers headed by Dr. Farzan and Dr. Ko of the Scripps Research Institute, Florida, noticed a specific D614G mutation, which means amino acid D changes to G at 614th position of the viral spike protein. Unfortunately, this mutation changes the characteristics of the viral spike protein, which plays a key role in infecting cells. Dr. Farzan and his team observed that the cells with this mutation have more spike proteins rather than the cells without the mutation, and found that with more spike protein the virus can infect more cells in culture. Now the question is, where has the mutation spread? Dr. Farzan, in an interview with the Vox, said basically everywhere. It started appearing in Germany initially and then subsequently spread in whole Europe, America and Asia as well. A greater percentage of infection now is with this mutant only. So is the virus becoming more deadly? Apparently no. Scientists have found that with this mutation, the virus is likely to be more transmissible rather than fatal. This is due to an increase in the spike protein. But to be very clear, till now it is not proven using the human model whether this happens or not. Data available is limited up to the cell culture models only. So to summarize, till now we don't know whether this mutation makes the pandemic worse. Do we need to change our lifestyle? Just we need to practice social distancing, wash our hands and wear a mask when we go out. Did you ask why to wear a mask? That may be a topic for another Life Scientific show.